Man found a crashed plane in the jungle, but what was inside shocked him. Everything started like a normal day. John packed his gear and headed to the lake for fishing. As he walked by the water, something shiny caught his eye, a rusty metal plate sticking out near the shore. At first, he thought it was trash, but something about it felt off. After a few minutes, curiosity pulled him closer. He moved the vines and mud out of the way and saw more metal. It wasn't garbage. It was from an old plane. He walked into the trees, following the broken parts, and found the cockpit partly buried in the ground. Forcing the door open, he stepped inside. He spotted a small metal box under one of the seats. Inside were faded maps, flight documents in another language, and a camera. He took the camera to play the videos in it, but when he played the videos, he froze. John rushed back home with the camera in his bag. His hands were shaking. He didn't know exactly what he had found, but he felt it was something important. The camera looked old, but it wasn't broken. He plugged it in to charge the battery. Then he took out the memory card and put it into his laptop. Several video files showed up on the screen. He clicked on the first one. The video started with a man sitting in the cockpit of the plane. He was wearing a dark flight suit and speaking quickly in a foreign language. John didn't understand the words, but the pilot looked nervous. He kept checking the controls and glancing behind him. Something was wrong. The next videos showed the plane flying over thick jungle. Everything looked normal at first, but then alarms began to ring. In one clip, the pilot shouted at someone off camera. His face was full of fear. The camera shook hard, then everything went black. That had to be the crash. But the last few videos were different. One showed several men unloading crates from the plane after it crashed. John paused the video and zoomed in. The crates had strange markings on them, symbols he didn't recognize, and military warning labels. In another video, the men were arguing while looking at a map. One of them turned toward the camera. His face was clear. John froze. He had seen that face before, on the news. The man was a known international arms dealer. He had disappeared years ago. People thought he died in a plane crash. But now John had proof that he didn't just vanish. He was part of something dangerous. John stared at his screen, unsure what to do next. After a few minutes, he sent one of the clips to a friend who worked as a freelance journalist. He trusted him and thought maybe he could help figure it out. That was a mistake. Later that night, John heard a car pull up, then another. He looked out the window and saw two black SUVs. They had no license plates. 3 men stepped out and walked straight toward his house. They didn't knock. John grabbed the memory card and slipped out the back door. Now he knew. This wasn't just a lost plane. It was a secret someone was willing to kill for.